Welcome back to CHowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Kozmicverse. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. So ciao.
I have a genuine question for the collective. Where do you find someone?
Can we please bring chivalry back to the 2020s?
Men are apparently...
We can bring chivalry back. Bring back virginity. Bring back modesty. Bring back all of the things that we got for the chivalry.
inviting you out to like come to their table now so that they can make you pay for the table.
I thought chivalry was dead. Apparently I've just had terrible taste in men.
There are plenty chivalrous men out there.
True.
They just get walked over and used all the time.
I once went on a date with a guy that asked me to split the bill. I blocked him and I never saw him again.
What can a man do for me that I cannot do for myself? If I need money, I can go get a job.
Where are all the guys that initiate dates? Raise your hand. Raise your hand in the comments.
Believe me, madam, those men are still around. They're just keeping their distance. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Y'all really gotta stop accepting the bare minimum. There are people out here who really want to treat you like the queen you are. Stop accepting the bare minimum. Do better, sis.
The worst thing a woman can do on a first date is insist to pay. If she goes out of her way to pay, congratulations, you've just been friend-zoned. When a woman...
How does that even make sense to women? Just because you want to pay, you friend-zoned yourself? No, it doesn't show that you actually are interested in the guy and you're willing to put in effort and time. No. It shows that you're not committed.
has high interest in you, she wants to feel feminine. By having you take care of the bill, that's her feminine side in play. But if she insists on paying her end, that's her masculine side coming out. That's a sign that she doesn't want to owe you anything. It's almost never good when she's running to pay the bill.
Makes no sense.
Actually, okay, I get where she's saying is now. I did date women like that if I wasn't going to be a good person on the date, then they would 50-50 with me. But since I was a good person and I was really charming or whatever, they were okay with me paying because, they don't want to feel like they owe me or anything like that.
Can we please bring chivalry back to the 2020s? Because all these guys want a damsel in distress girl, but then you don't even act like the knight in shining armor. The ones who open
You're not the damsel in distress girl, that's why.
Open your car door for you, never let you drive, let you be passenger princess, stand on the side of the road that's like the street side, hold your hand crossing the street, who randomly surprise you with flowers like picking you up for a date or just because they were...
So the simps and nice guys that you trash and leave to the side of the road for the Chads and Tyrones.
Thinking of you. Who get up and get water for you. Honestly, that's such a little thing, but there is nothing more attractive than a man who acts like a gentleman. It's so hot. Yet it's almost like these guys don't know, or maybe they were like not taught, but I'm like, if you're just a gentleman...
No, you just don't know exactly what you want because you're stupid. Most women are. They seem to spout all of these things about nice guys and chivalry and all this, but you seem to still give it the cat up to the Chadrones.
I'm into a girl that takes you so far.
No, it
if
doesn't.
Being chivalrous truly took men far, then many wouldn't find themselves stuck in the friend zone.
Correct. If chivalry really worked that well, according to every woman that wants chivalry, then most men would probably be in great relationships, but they're not. Because in my opinion, most men are willing to be chivalrous either way.
Chivalry in modern time is seen as a sign of respect and care, but for it to work, it needs to be reciprocated and appreciated. The problem is that in many cases, men's chivalrous gestures are either taken for granted or dismissed entirely, leading to frustration and disillusionment. That being said, men would have no issue with being chivalrous if women were more feminine, approachable, and receptive to these gestures.
It's that receptive and at least reciprocate our chivalry with modesty.
Energy naturally complements chivalry because it creates an environment where men feel valued for their efforts. When a man opens a door or pays for a meal, he wants to feel that his actions are met with genuine gratitude and warmth, not entitlement or indifference. Unfortunately, in today's society, many women expect chivalry while simultaneously rejecting traditional gender roles, which creates confusion and resentment.
Okay, so single people over 30, I honestly feel for you. It sounds like it's really hard to meet people in the same position. So I'm curious, for those of you who are in that boat and are successfully dating,
those of you, like, are you not in that boat too?
where are you meeting people? Are you meeting them in bars, on the apps, at restaurants, in like outdoor clubs? Like, what is the ideal place to meet your future partner if you are single and over 30?
I have a question.
Why do you need an ideal place? Why don't you just go out there, present yourself, and maybe like put in a little bit of work and give real signals to men so they can somewhat approach you?
And for the single men of TikTok and of the world, is buying a girl a drink still something that we do? Still something that y'all do?
Who's we?
At the bar, you see a pretty girl, you want to talk to her, you offer to buy her a drink?
No.
Because I never in my life, not once, have had someone come up to me and ask to buy me a drink. So
I figured that, girl.
just wondering, is that a thing we still do? Is there something wrong with me? What's going on?
Might be you.
No, we're done with any chance of rejection. It's apparently a thing in Nashville, but I don't walk up to strangers and buy them drinks. Waste of money.
Yeah.
Nope. Had too many women accept the free drink, but not want to talk after. I get that I'm not entitled to anyone's attention,
Of
but
course.
no one entitled to my money. In today's society, no. Too many dramas with it. I don't think most men just go to bars and offer women drinks anymore just because they're pretty. Times have changed, and so have men's approaches. Many men have become more cautious.
I mean, economy has gone downhill. We don't got that kind of money to be spending left and right.
About how they invest their time, money, and energy, especially in environments where interactions often feel transactional. Many women in these settings have come to expect such gestures without offering anything in return, not even genuine interest or conversation. This has made men more selective, as they've grown tired of putting in effort only to be met with entitlement or rejection.
I once went on a date with a guy that asked me to split the bill. I know. Now, what do you think I did after that date? I asked him to drop me to my friend's house because I wanted to go and party, and then I blocked him and I never saw him again. Way too many times I've had a girlfriend tell me that she's either split the bill or worse, paid for the bill. Don't ever pay for the bill on a date. Don't ever do that. I'm telling you right now, if a man is happy for you...
See, again, they just give each other these stupid advices to never reciprocate, to never pay, to never even show the man that you're interested, but expect him to do all the work.
To split or pay for the bill on a date, he is not sitting in his masculine, and that will be an absolute train wreck of a relationship. Take it from me, you'll spend your entire relationship
Just like you're an absolute train wreck of a person.
sitting in your masculine, and you'll feel like you're mothering him because he wants the princess treatment. Took me a while to get here, but I learned the hard way that a real man will never, ever, ever ask you to split the bill. And come on, if he doesn't even want to pay for the bill on the first date, can you imagine what that will be like in a few months' time when he doesn't have to win you?
This literally makes no sense.
It doesn't.
A man being masculine has nothing to do with him paying for everything. Masculinity is about much more than financial contributions. It's about qualities like leadership, strength, protection, confidence, and providing emotional stability. A man can exhibit masculinity in countless ways that have nothing to do with his wallet. The idea that masculinity is tied solely to financial contributions is a reductive and outdated mindset that benefits no one. Relationships should not be transactional, where a man is seen as masculine only if he pays for everything.
Right? That's such a big problem to me. It's like, oh, we're only masculine if we take care of the bills for you because you're a broke, dusty, musty, crusty? Come on.
It's nonsense.
Can someone just tell me when chivalry died? I think I'm just too traditional for this world, because you know what? I do...
Really? You're 50 and you're still not married, but yet you think you're too traditional for this world.
expect someone to open the door for me.
Why do you expect
I do
that?
expect them to open the door when I'm getting inside the car. Not
Why do you
necessarily when I'm
expect
getting
that?
out, but when I'm getting inside. I do expect someone to walk on the side of the road that they should.
Why do you expect these things? What did you do to earn all of these things that you expect? So men should just do all of these things to random women because you expect it?
And if you don't know that, look it up. I do expect that when you ask me out on a first date and you live an hour away, that you do come up this way. One thing I think men forget is that...
No, one thing that women forgot, that we're human too, and you guys are trash, and you aren't worth it anymore, especially when you're over 50.
You put all of this value into a woman, and whatnot, and she gives it back to you tenfold.
When has that ever happened?
Well, I'm gonna treat
Men, tell me, when has that ever happened when you put in that much into a woman and she gave it back to you tenfold? 10? I didn't even get back one-fold.
You better,
majority of the time.
When did chivalry die?
3 words. Strong, independent woman. I get nothing in return. Why bother? A man who does those things, they are instantly in the friend zone. It isn't all the man's fault. I get told all the time, I can get my own door. Chivalry isn't dead. Us good guys have been used to the point we are now choosing to stay by ourselves.
That's
you
true
tell
too.
me. It's amazing how many times being a gentleman translates into a woman feeling like you don't respect her strength and independence. Chivalry is only dead to the women who never reciprocated it. When men make genuine efforts to be chivalrous, such as holding doors, offering compliments, or going out of their way to make a woman feel special, it's discouraging when these gestures are met with indifference or a sense of entitlement.
Or met with the, ew, you're a creep.
Over time, this lack of appreciation has led many men to stop engaging in chivalrous behavior altogether. Often, when a man is putting a lot of time, energy, and resources into a woman, he rarely gets the same level of effort in return.
And remember, men are very rarely want to lose all of that investment and time and effort. This is why men hardly ever leave relationships, because after we invested for quite a few years, we're kind of there majority of the time.
It's almost always the man jumping through hoops, trying to prove his worth, while the woman sets the standards and expectations without reciprocating. This one-sided dynamic creates an imbalance where men feel unappreciated, taken for granted, and ultimately burned out.
Again, they have expectations of men, but if we had any expectations of women, misogyny.
Chivalry is reserved for women who have earned it.
Today I deleted the dating apps because I matched with a man whose first message to me was, I bet your day just got a lot better because we matched.
Coming from where I'm sitting now, I'm not doing no more wifey shit. All right? You're getting the bare minimum. You're getting the bare minimum. And that's good enough. All right? And then you can unlock the rest. How exciting. You don't get to just have your cake and eat it too.
Neither do you.
You don't get to just have me do wifey things for you and not actually wife me up. Like, no, I'm not doing any more wife shit for anybody that's not ready to upgrade their subscription.
And we're not ready to give husband treatment to any woman. We're not going to pay bills. We're not going to do any of that until we're married.
They're treating you like equals. That's what we asked for.
That
Not
you
only
guys
that,
did.
but let's be realistic here. If more men offered up their seat, a lot of women would automatically assume that he expects something out of it, or that he's flirting with her. He could be a married man. Or some women would even get angry. Oh, what, you don't think I'm capable of standing up? Men literally can't win. He
No.
opens a door for a woman and gets yelled at for the same thing. Men don't owe you anything. And this entitlement here is a big reason why a lot of men don't want to do these things. Because you're expecting it. You're mad that they're not doing it automatically. So what, if a man realistically offered you his seat, would you have said thank you? Would you have
Nope.
been grateful? Or would you...
Would you have made a video saying, "Oh my God, chivalry isn't dead. A man gave me his spot"? No, you wouldn't have done that either.
You have just taken it and not said anything to him because you expect it. He's required to give it to you. And the reality is he's not. So enjoy standing up.
I opened the door for a lady once and she cussed me for it. I still do it. Amazing how many don't appreciate or even acknowledge it. As a woman, I got yelled at for holding the door open for another woman who was trying to get through with her stroller. She said she has to learn to manage by herself. I haven't done it again since. Women killed chivalry, their behavior, accusations, and how they treat them. They did it to themselves.
True.
Chivalry is in fact dead. Women killed it. We got a hard time for opening doors for women, pulling out their chairs, offering up our seats. Y'all got what you wanted. It's not our fault you miss it. If we're to be honest here, feminism played a significant role in killing chivalry.
Yep.
The push for equality and independence led many women to reject traditional gender roles, including the expectation that men should act in chivalrous ways. Women are now trying to show that they're empowered through their actions, often refusing the help of men as a way of asserting their autonomy. While this independence is admirable in many contexts, it has created confusion and hesitation among men who once viewed chivalrous acts as a way to show respect and care. For example,
Remember,
simple gestures like opening
I do this for other men too. Old elderly people, I hold doors for them. I rush to doors to open for some people because I see them struggling, right? And now all of a sudden it's just an evil act that men do to patronize women or something like that. When no, it's just courtesy and respect.
Opening a door or offering to carry something heavy are now sometimes met with resistance or even offense, as some women interpret these actions as condescending rather than considerate.
There we go.
Ironically, many of the same women who rejected chivalry as outdated and unnecessary now lament its absence, failing to recognize how their own actions contributed to its decline.
The reason men say, "I do not chase women," so you would
We don't chase Buddha.
pursue him instead. And if he disrespects you, you would get too scared to set in a boundary, so he would not disappear because he said he doesn't pursue. The truth is, some men will say a lot of things to make a woman jump when he clicks his fingers. However, to actually know does he pursue or not, you will see it based on his actions and not his words.
I can agree with this.
When men are like, well, what do I get in return for paying for dinner? Baby boy, you get to be in her presence. If you want things, go date a man. You need to be dating a man. The problem with a lot of straight
So it's just man's job to provide things and give things away. And women don't have to do anything like that.
guys is they don't like women. I'm not attracted to women, but I think I like women more than a lot of these guys. There have been wars fought over women. There's countries where a man can't even be in the same room with a woman who he isn't related to. That's how powerful and strong and desirable and valuable femininity and womanhood is. And
For those particular women that have the modesty and everything, yes, and the culture, not for modern 304s.
men in the West are like, well, what am I getting in return for holding the door open for you? You get to be around her. You do things for her to convince her that you're a protector, a provider, you're safe, and she spends time with you, and in return, you get to be around her.
Men do not have a problem doing things for women, especially a woman that he likes. But they do have a problem doing those things for a woman that feels entitled and is unwilling to reciprocate anything in return. And what I mean by reciprocate is that
That man's simp jitsu was so high, but he's also playing for the other team too, so.
what men want the most is your energy, your attention. your gratitude, and your appreciation. Those are some of the easy things that you ladies can bring to the table at a bare minimum.
Imagine a man doing everything for a woman, putting in his time, energy, and resources, and his only reward is just to be around her, to be in her presence. It's ridiculous. That being said, there are women that actually think like that. They truly believe that a man should be doing everything, and that their presence is enough to satisfy him. Those are women who believe that men should put them on a pedestal and cater to them like their royalty. That kind of dynamic is both unfair and unsustainable. This entitlement mindset reduces men to providers or performers whose sole purpose is to please, while
Just
the
walking
woman reaps the
ATMs.
benefits without having to earn it. It's not about expecting grand gestures or financial contributions from women. It's about effort, appreciation, and reciprocity.
Reasons why I split the bill. Reason number 1, I'm out here looking for love, not a free meal.
Nice.
Reason number 2, I don't want the guy that I'm with to think that I owe him something, if you catch my drift, just because he paid. And reason number 3, it doesn't impress me that you can pull out your wallet. Honestly, impress me with good conversation. Impress me by making me laugh. Impress me by saying that you're single and actually being single.
Men, stop scrolling for like 2 seconds.
Again, they really telling themselves of who they really gravitate towards and the men that they almost always have around them. It's the fuckboys.
I'm going to give you the key to a woman's happiness right now. And ladies, if you want to stick around and like this video so that it blows up more so that your next boyfriend or your current boyfriend might see it, you may also stay as well. Hello, men. Let's have a chat. I'm going to say everything that's going to make your girlfriend happy right now. What you choose to do with this information is up to you.
Ignore
Making a
it.
woman happy really is not that fucking hard. Just try doing a few of these fucking things and just see how happy it makes her. Every girl wants flowers. At least once a month.
Nope.
It costs $10. It takes 5 minutes to go to the fucking store. Just do it.
Nope.
If you think she doesn't want you to open her door, yes, she does. When she gets in the shower, put a towel in the dryer for like 5 minutes and then bring it to her as soon as she's done. And
What the? Get the hell out of here with that.
look at her fucking face when you do that. Write her a handwritten note. It doesn't have to be long. You do not have to have the best handwriting. Write "I love you" on a sticky
I hope men aren't really taking advice from this.
note and put it on the mirror so that when she goes to get ready, it's just a cute little surprise. Grab her by the face and ask if you can just look at her for like 2 seconds. She will absolutely fucking melt.
She's gonna freak out.
It's always about the little shit. It's the little shit. It's the little surprises that men do for women that keep shit so exciting. If you're doing little things for your girlfriend and you're keeping shit
Well, what do you do for us? Nothing.
exciting, she is going to love you. Love you.
That's all?
She will
Just
literally do
loves me,
anything
huh?
for you. I promise, we as females, the amount of effort that we get in a relationship, we will give it back times 10. So if you keep wondering why your girlfriend is treating you like shit, she only treats you how you treat her times 10. You are so welcome.
The best thing a man can do is to never base his purpose on trying to make a woman happy.
Right.
Happiness is an internal state, and no matter how much effort a man puts in, if a woman isn't content with herself, nothing he does will ever be enough. Some men have bent over backward, doing everything a woman asked, only to find that she's still unhappy. The truth is, you can't fill a void that someone else refuses to address within themselves.
That's the big point.
There's a reason why some women chase after material things or alter their appearance with fake everything. Lashes, nails, hair, even personalities, trying to find happiness. They're searching for external validation to fill an internal emptiness, and no man can fix that for them.
I mean, I can feel the emptiness internally in a sense, but not true loneliness.
Instead of looking inward and doing the work to find peace and self-fulfillment, some women expect men to shoulder the responsibility for their happiness, creating
crazy.
unrealistic and unfair expectations. It's insane.
Worst moments in man history, 1920. Men give women the right to vote.
Women really act if men just hated women, but it's only the Chad and Tyrones that they only deal with that treat them this way, and that's why they always seem to rebuke and everything that men do, because the men that they're attracted to aren't doing it, but they want those men to do it. But when the man does do it and he's not one of those guys, he's a creep. Women, please like, comment, subscribe,